Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Getting close to being done here. I decided to turn the GPS on. And you may be just a little bit confused if you're paying attention. One, you're probably saying, wait a minute, weren't you doing circles on the field when you were started doing the job? Yes. Weren't you in a case harvester when you started doing the job? I believe I was. Yeah, the game crashed / froze on me just as I was just about done with the field. So I'm doing this for the second time. And this time I turned on GPS for it. Yeah, I was probably like 5/6 of the job being completed when it just froze. I'm like, that's a new one for me. But we are almost done here. Yeah, when it froze, I couldn't even close the game out or anything. I actually had to restart the PC up. So that took a while. Ah, thank you. Oh, $7,000. Okay, so I didn't pay attention the second time either how much we're getting paid to do the job. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is save the game because, you know, after doing that. Now, one thing I did notice while I was harvesting the field, our grass field is ready once again. But I'm in no rush to do it because if I mow it now, excuse me, if I mow it now, there's no way I'm going to get another cut out of this, I don't believe. I mean, it's not going to fully grow. It may grow just a little bit. Does it tell me the growth stage on the grass? Yeah, the grass that says it's ready. It never changes colors. Now, the one thing I have heard conflicts about when it comes to harvesting, so you can see these 3 fields here, these are ours, they're ready to harvest, but they're in the first stage. Is it better to wait until it gets darker orange? Do you get a better harvest out of it the longer it goes? Or does it matter? I've never done it that way. Some people says if you wait until it hits the second or third stage, you get more out of it. I'm not sure if that's true or not because I've never done that. So I have no idea about that. I want to turn the grass off. Can I, what am I doing? There we go. I'll figure it out at some point. Okay. I'm pretty much done harvesting, I think, because I did that twice. That's all I'm going to say. These fields here, the red ones are ready, but yeah, we'll get to this at the end of the video. Okay, so what? Let's see here. I mean, this field would be good because the reason why is reputation. 16 grand is going to take me an hour. I don't have time for that because, well, yeah, like I said, you'll see in a while. So what we got here? 6 grand. That's not bad. So it should take me probably like 20 minutes. I know I said I don't want to do another harvesting job, but it's pretty much that or nothing right now. Come on. I thought I saw it there, but guess not. There we go. Alright, G. Lower the header. Back onto the combine. Turn the header on. And cruise. Now, the one thing I don't know about this map, I had it on Rattlesnake Valley. If this map has chopped straw, but I don't think it's going to show us if it has chopped straw when you're doing contracting work. I don't think it does until you do your own fields. And what chopped straw does is, so like as we're harvesting this barley right here, we're chopping the straw onto the ground, and usually you would see if you had the chopped straw active, it would show like chopped straw on the ground, and then when you cultivate it in, that counts as a fertilizing stage. But I'm not sure if you could see it when you're doing contracting work. You may not be. Well, I'm not going to see it in our fields because we're going to collect straw out of it. Oh, and if you do hear banging noises in the background, well, since the 4th of July is on a Wednesday this year for the U.S., some people are doing their fireworks this weekend, I suppose. Now, I wasn't actually going to record an episode today. I thought I was just going to do farm work off cam. And when I started doing those big fields, and I kept doing work and work and work, and the money was going up and up and up and up, I thought I had to bring you guys back because I was doing so much work. I didn't want you to miss too much of what was going on, and also just come back and I got, you know, a couple grand in the bank account. So once I got over 100 grand, I was like, all right, we need to bring the guys back. Maybe we'll do a couple contracting jobs. We'll buy the field, like we already have. And I think maybe we'll do some of the chickens. Meaning we'll go after this and maybe collect the eggs. And I got to remember where the egg sell point is. I think I know where it is. One of them anyways. I think there might be 2 of them on this map. And we'll go sell some eggs. And then we'll finish up the episode to what my big job might be, which is that big field down there. Now, I was also thinking when I was harvesting that last field, the 2 combines I was looking at, I thought they were going to be plenty big enough for the fields up here, but that got, you know, when I did that field, I'm like, wow, this had a lot of yield into it. I mean, kind of, like I said, I haven't played FS in about a good 6 months. I've been playing Farmers Dynasty, and I'm gotten used to their kind of fields and their kind of yield. So that field I just harvested yielded very well, and I realized it only as you do contract work, it doesn't actually fill up the tank like it normally would. But we'll have to see what kind of money we have starting the next episode to see what harvester we get. And I kind of forgot about showing you what 2 harvesters I was looking at because I got a little frustrated when the game froze up on me. I had to restart the PC and all that fun stuff. Because when I restart my PC, I have to get all my software going for recording and editing and all that fun stuff. But see, like a combine like this right here, you know, it's not a bad little combine, but we're going to be joining the fields up here together, so a small combine like this maybe just a little bit too small. But we'll have to see how much money we got starting the next episode before we just go out and buy a combine. We should be fine to buy a medium-sized combine, as I call them. The ones in the 200 grand price range. And once again, I took this job and didn't even pay attention to how much it was paying. I just saw a decent-sized field and said, yep, we'll take it. We will take it. Because the work we got to do in our fields in the next episode, I think the field that's not ready is oat. And the other 3, I'm talking about the fields that we bought this year. The other 3 are wheat. And the 2 fields that we started with, one is millet, which I seeded twice because I'm a moron. Yeah, I planted the millet too soon, and it didn't go so well. And the other one is triticale. And of course we got our grass field, which we need to mow. And make some silage out of it. Actually, that is something that I could do after this job here. So we can start making some silage. Well, at least mow it and mow it and row it up, I think. Might do that. But we're cruising right along. Picking up the crop for, oh great, I forgot who the farmer was now. But I think with this farmer we also got good rep as well. I think we got good rep with most all of them at this point. There's one that we have no rep with because she owns 2 grass fields and I can't do a darn thing with grass fields. But once again, I want to keep harvesting along, and I'll bring it back, and hopefully we're in the same harvester this time. So I'll see you in a second. My mind has changed plans again, which I tend to do when I do cuts. I mean, for you it's a second. For me, I'm not saying nothing. I'm daydreaming for about 10-15 minutes or so. So I think after this, what we are going to do is mow our grass field. Because, I mean, it is ready, and we do have 5 more days of fall. Now, it's not, I don't believe it's going to fully grow back in 5 days. But it could grow back 1 growth stage in that time, which means you could get another cut out of it. I won't bother fertilizing it again, though, because to me that'll be a waste of fertilizer. But after this, we'll go cut that grass. We'll row it up. We'll collect it in the forage wagon, and we'll take it down to the cows and make some, roll over it, make some silage out of it. So in the next episode, we can start making some Total Mix rations, because we will have straw. We got hay, obviously, and the silage. So I want to start getting our cows' health up better, so at the beginning of next season, hopefully we're around 50%. And by giving them Total Mix rations, that's going to, that's 30% of their base food, so that's going to help out a lot. The plan I had originally, and I can take you down there and show you what my plan was. But that big field that has removed tops in it, so it's either sugar beet, but I think it's potato. That job there was going to pay $115,000. And you're like, wow, so why aren't you doing that? Well, I was going to tell you what it is, but wait a second here, and I'll just take it there now. I'm going to save the game again, because reasons. So let's head down here. We'll visit field 40. So here it is. I do believe that's potato. Potato. So yeah, 117,000. Time for this mission, 571 minutes. That equals to 9.5 hours. That's right. They give me 9.5 hours to do this job. No, now usually what? It's usually like a little bit over half the time. So if they give you 9.5, it'll probably take you somewhere around 5 hours to do this field. So yeah, 5 hours of work for 117,000. But really, in that amount of time, I could do these fields here and get paid probably just the same amount as I did here. And could you imagine if I got like halfway through the field and the game froze on me again, or I lost power, or who knows what. So I think what I'm going to do is just do jobs in these fields up here, which would be better for us, because I can still make the same amount of money in that amount of time it would take me to do this one field here. And if I run out of jobs to do, then maybe at some point I will do this field, but not today. No thank you. So right now we're going to tab to the John Deere. Fire her up. And yes, let's hook up the mowers here. I was not expecting to do this today, but until I took that job over the field, I didn't think the grass was going to be even close to ready. Boy, that mower just fits under that roof. Here's our triticale. And of course our fields of wheat on the left hand side. There is our millet. Now things like the extra fruit that I got on this map, it's the first time I've ever harvested it, so I don't know which ones I can, you know, collect straw from or not. So I'm going to find out for the first time myself. So let's lower this down. Turn that on. Unfold. Lower that. Turn that on. And away we go. So I do have 3 stages of fertilization on this field again. So the plan was, you know, as of right now, yes, we're going to mow it now. We got, you know, 5 more days after this in fall. So maybe the grass will grow one more growth stage, and I don't know if it'll be worth cutting up and making hay out of it or not. We'll see. But I do plan this fall to plow this field and reseed it with grass. Just because we are losing 10% every time we mow the grass that we're not getting. It needs to be plowed. Yeah, if I was only playing 1 or 2 seasons on it, it probably wouldn't be worth it, but I don't know how many seasons are going to be played on it. So we are going to plow it. It's always going to be one of our grass fields. And eventually we will buy the big grass field down below as well. And those will just be our 2 grass fields. This one and that one. If we buy any grass fields, I may convert those, or don't know yet. But right now, we just got this grass field here. And like I said, we're losing 10% every time we mow it. So we'll wait until we know we're done getting grass out of it for the year. And then we'll plow her down. And then reseed it with grass, so we're not losing any time because the grass is not going to really grow during the winter anyways. And when spring comes, it'll be ready to go. But let me get this cut up, and I'll bring it back maybe when I'm done rowing it up. How about that? Okay, so I didn't bring it back when I was rowing it up. It happened real quick, alright? So, but anyways. Yeah, we got the pottinger in the back. Let's lower it down. Turn it on. See if I can peek through the trees here. And see how fast this fills up. Now I want it to fill up fast, but you know, I do have to make a lot of trips down there, I think. So we'll see how much we get out of the field. Luckily this holds more than I remember it holding. You can see we're already almost up to 70% full, so I'm not going to make it one trip around with this thing. But our cows need the grass. And there we have it. So it's going to be interesting to see how many trips I got to do with this. So that was, so we're going to make probably this trip here, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 trips. I got to go up and down the hill. So obviously, in the future, this is not the best way to be making silage. For many reasons, because even if we had the biggest one, I think the biggest one holds like 53,000, so I mean I can cut the trips in half. But really that field there for making that's pretty much for making like hay, I think, where I can load a hay on the trailer like we did before. But yeah, this is gonna be a few trips up and down. Hey sheep, no, you're not getting the grass. You have your own grass. And the fuel level is starting to get low on the John Deere. But I think we got enough gas for it to do what it needs to do today. I hope we don't go 287 liters. But I will be making a few trips up and down. But I think I'll bring you back when I'm making like my last trip down, so you can see how much grass we ended up with in the silage pit, or what will be the silage pit. Well, we have made 5 trips down to the moo cows with grass. So this will be load number 6. And I don't know if I'm going to get this all in here or not. It looks like I might. So that means we'll end up with somewhere around 125,000 liters of grass, which we can turn into silage. And we have gone through a little bit of gas on the John Deere. Actually, I'm going to pick up this little piece right here because it'll bug me if I get the other end. I know it's here and I can fit some more in. So sometime on the second day of fall, we should have silage that we can start bringing over to the mixer. We'll have straw, and of course we do have hay. Almost 6 full loads. Not bad. See if there's any straggling grass around here. It'll decay in a day or so anyways. Actually, it'll decay in one day. But we'll call that good. So maybe the last day of fall, we'll come back here and see what the grass is doing. If it looks like, you know, we'll have to see how the status of the farm. If we really need grass or hay, maybe we'll cut it and do something with it, because it'll just be a waste if we don't. Other than that, we got to plow the field and replant it with grass. So when next season comes, we'll get the extra 10%. So that way, when you mow it twice, you know, we kind of lost 20% on the grass this year, which is, you know, first year we have a lot more priorities to deal with. We got a lot of those priorities sitting right there. So, but I'll meet you down at the moo cows. Yes, our gas is down to 50 liters, but we should have enough to do what we need to do for the rest of this episode. But I'll meet you down at the moo cows in a quick flash. Alright, so this is what the bunker's kind of looking like so far. Well, not kind of looking like, that's what it looks like. I'm trying to get all the grass kind of on one end, that way it's just easier to pick up. Really gonna leave that last five liters in there. Alright, suit yourself. Park that there for now. Because now the fun part. But there's really not that much grass in here. So we're at 18%. Already at 21%. So of course we need to compact this down to 100% to before we can cover it up for the day. But let me make a few passes back and forth here, because I need to do about it like what, 20 times, maybe more than that. So we're at 90%. Starting to get a little dizzy here myself. forgot how much fun this was. On my previous map, I had Courseplay set up to do this. We'll get there at some point. Oh wow, 99%. That went up quickly. 100% compacted. 125,000 liters. Not bad, not bad. I like it, I like it, I like it. So it should be R to cover up, right? Here we go. Thank you. The cows are getting excited. Right, ladies? So if we go look at the cows, how are they doing on straw? They're doing... I do have bales of straw already, but we don't have silage anyways. So even if we don't get to harvest tomorrow, we do have some bales of straw that I bought to originally start the cows off so they can make manure. Actually, they've produced quite a lot of milk the past couple of days because their health is, as their health goes up, they'll produce more and more and more. Sheep are 89%. They're done producing wool for the year. But I think we got like 3.5 crates up there or something like that. The pigs have water. We had no pigs. But yeah, we just fed them yesterday, so they're doing all fine there. So we'll go back here. So I'll meet you back at the farm for a quick second, and we'll call it an episode. So here we are back at the farm. We gotta wash the forage wagon and the tractor, I think. And maybe while we're even here, actually we'll even fill up the John Deere, because we're going to be using it to haul our grain around. Maybe even sell some of it tomorrow. I think when we harvest it, I'll have to look at what the prices are. See if we need the money right off, or should I store it and wait for the prices to get better. Actually, we can kind of take a look at that in a second. Let me finish. Let me finish washing the John Deere, and then while it's filling up with gas, we'll take a look at the sale prices that Season shows when wheat. Mostly what we're harvesting is wheat, so we'll see what the price is in that. Oh, don't you look so pretty now that you're all cleaned up? Am I close enough to fill it though? Don't think so. There we go, refuel. So is it Alt S? There we go. Nope, nope. Where are we here? Oh, it's the first one. So actually it looks like wheat sells the best, but the third or fourth day of winter. Yeah, it's a little bit higher than it is in the spring. So we're like right here, so we'll probably harvest it and hold on to it for a couple days. Before we do that, we're also going to be doing millet and triticale, but that's going to be down here maybe further. So that's probably the same thing. Wait until winter before you sell it, and millet. Wow, the price really sucks. So when we, yeah, we'll be storing that, won't we? Because we're harvesting it now, the prices just go down. So it looks like the best at the beginning of spring. Right in there. We will also have oat, but oat sells good in the fall, or excuse me, winter as well. So it looks like we'll be selling most of our grain when we do harvest it. We are full of fuel. So let's park the Pottinger back up. That grass will probably be gone when morning comes. I don't know, it is under cover though, so I'm not quite sure. But there's only 5 liters, so I can imagine. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it's gone by then. Also, what I'll probably do in between episodes, I'll do more contracting jobs, obviously, because we need to get the money up just a little bit more. And I got plenty of jobs I can do, that's for sure. So let me go in here, because I said I was going to do it a long time ago in the episode. I haven't done it yet, so we're skipping all these harvesters here. I was kind of looking at this Massey Ferguson, or this one right here, just because of the price. But really, depending on how much money we get, from doing contract jobs. I don't know. Obviously I would love to have that one. That's, hey, look at the price. If we do get enough, I was kind of more leaning towards the Massey Ferguson. But if I do get enough, I may go for the case. Because there's more case around here than Massey's. And I do like how much it holds over the the Massey. A couple thousand more. And after harvesting a couple of these fields today and seeing how much it brings in, but it's another 100 grand. But we'll have to see how we do on the contracting jobs. So basically in the next episode would be kind of like at the beginning, it's like, okay, this is the money we got. And, who knows, I may even dip in and, take some out in a loan and we'll pay back the loan in no time. So if we come back here, how the chickens doing? How many eggs we got? 68 eggs. So they're doing just good. Looks like this has been kind of profitable to do this. We may have to buy some more chickens in the future. When winter and our slow time kicks in, maybe we'll do so. But at least for this episode right now, that's going to do it. So like always, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And I'll see you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.